kind of guy enters a trailer race? It's an interesting question. I think most of the guys that enter the trailer race are just out trying to have some fun. It's the same kind of mentality that makes you take your $40,000 pickup truck and see if you can stick it in a mud puddle up to your windows. And then when it's ingesting water through the intake and ruining your motor, you're busy at the bar afterwards telling your buddies what a great day you had. That's the guy that goes trailer racing.
I cannot explain why I do this. Same basic thing as like I cannot find entertainment in anything else.
You gotta have an out in this world. You know, you gotta have some kind of stress reliever, something to get away with, whether it's building and restoring a classic car or doing model trains. This is just what we do.
I mean, I'm not interested in playing on the computer or pedal biking across country. You know, stuff does not interest me. I mean, priorities are I got a wife and a kid and a house to pay for, and my own business that I gotta be there for. I mean, that I can't just take time off of if I get hurt. I mean, it's insane risk that I just can't explain to you why we're out there. I mean, we're just out there because we've done it since we were Gage's age. I've never been into short track races. I don't know, I think it's because it's a part of my life that I haven't been exposed to yet. I mean, I live 15 minutes away from Lake Geneva, and never thought about it on a Saturday night going to watch races. I figure it's no different than farming. Go straight and turn left. That's what farmers do. But I've always been into smashing stuff, and I'm running out of places to smash things. I don't sit in my garage and smash something by myself. There's just no excitement in it at all. But to take a bunch of your buddies and go out and destroy something out in the field or something, it's just a riot. So when the crowd gets into it, it's just awesome that they're into it. I got nothing but debt right now that I can't get out of because they won't give me a loan for nothing. My truck, my Super Duty is broke down right now with like $3,000 and the thing's wrong with it. It won't even drive. You can hop in and steer the thing. So in a couple months I have triplets on the way. Life is just in one big shambling ass mess. So pretty much I'm gonna get out there and just be who I am for the 15 minutes we're out there and forget about all the crap that's going on and be Brad the way Brad used to be before all this shit in my life happened.
I like that he's crazy like that, because I'm not. I think that's why we get along so well, because if we were both boring, it would be a really boring relationship.
Well, I don't know for sure who invented it. Certainly the racetrack that probably has done more to make it famous, other than us, of course, is the Rockford Speedway in Rockford, Illinois. As far as I know, they've been running it longer than anybody. I don't know if they came up with it, and we unabashedly stole it from them. We didn't make any bones about it. We didn't want to say this is the first time this has ever happened. Amazingly, when we did it, even though I was aware that they had done it for years, and I'm more of a purist, so for a long time I said, no, we're not doing these kinds of events. We do serious, legitimate racing here exclusively. We don't do novelty events. At some point, the little light went on that said, your fans want this, so you need to do this. So what we started doing was kind of collecting a group of guys together that we originally called the stunt team, and that just kind of faded along by the wayside, and Hef kind of stepped up to the plate.
I mean, it was pretty much just an agreement between us that he needed people out there, we needed a place to race our shit. So Kevin's a big thing. He's given us pretty much free reign on what we want to do out there for the trailer races. That's our thing at his track.
Although there's a bunch of guys that will show up, or you count on showing up, or you figure will show up, once I advertise that event, I have to be able to produce that show.
I need a trailer.
So Hef kind of stepped up to the plate and said, well, I'll take care of that stuff. Been really good about it, very reliable as far as getting it done. He spends a lot of time doing it. His time, his nickel, trying to make sure that the shows we produce are fun for the fans.
My team consists pretty much of, I'd say, solid 4 guys. I got Brad Wilson. That guy will work 16-hour a day at work, come home and bust his butt on his trailer race truck. He's like me. If he says he's gonna do something, he's gonna do it, no questions asked. Drake Kunkel, he's kind of like our painter bitch. Does everything, the small stuff. He ain't much of a mechanic. We got Bobo. He's just all around good guy, helps us everywhere he can.
I want to blast through something, create a whole shitload of debris. I want to just destroy something. That's why I'm here.
Pretty much everybody back here is their own team. Everybody down there, they're all independents. This is kind of our crew, the guys that set it up, the guys that are doing it. So yeah, As if you consider that a team.
I can't wait to start this because I just want to wreck some stuff. I'm looking to take out some aggression. I want to wreck some stuff tonight. This is the best way to do it. You don't get in trouble with the police, you know, and you get to all smile and have a good time afterwards. We're going to go up to the bar and drink some beer. It should be a good time.
I want to put on a show just like the school bus. Keep her sideways in the corners, up on 2 wheels. As fast as I get it to go around them corners, that's what I'm doing.
50 laps in the distance, or until there's 5 trucks left, 5 vehicles left. Starter Dave Rex, showing them 1 lap to go. Get ready to go racing here, and the green flag is out.
That's a rather large object to have on the front stretch. Well, never mind. Turn 1 with a 42. We got one stuck up against the crash wall in 4. Whoa, we got issues over there in turn 1. Somebody's boat went for a trip. Bunko, he got his boat on backwards. Things are not going well for... I'll tell you who they are going well for. This might be your new leader right here. The 315. Brad Wilson, what a rocket. And now we got a stacked up about 5 deep. Still about 8 of them running. Uh-oh, there goes Brad Wilson off of turn 1. There's your leader, the 315 of Brad Wilson. 460 cubic inches of pump and stop and pitch block. Who wrecked the Jeep Comanche? 1 lap and then Wilson gonna try to catch him. He's still got his trailer. Whoa! Well, I don't know if that's the fastest way to catch the little car now. The 631 is still having issues. Uh-oh. Wilson has collected the Heffer machine over at turn 1. Only 3 of them left running. Uh-oh, the 22 and the 10 have got it together. They may have unlapped themselves. Your leader is either the 22 or the 10. Right. And Brad Wilson got the 315 going. Here's your winner, the little number 10 truck with a trailer on the back that gives you fans 1 more go round. And Brad Wilson got the 315 going, but too little, too late as he powers it around and ends up cutting donuts on the asphalt. This is your second place car. They finally wore that trailer out, stuck underneath the number 10. And Wilson saying, yeah, but I didn't have this. Oops.
I thought bold racing was on Monday.
Oh, yeah. Brad Wilson walking over. Brad wants to do an interview, Dave. Dave, you got to interview Brad. Or he'll pout all week. From Wilson Concrete, he's right there. Nobody knows who he is. He said he was getting away with murder because nobody knew who he was.
Hey, how do you think Brad Wilson is insane?
Yeah! Come on! Wide open.
Figure out what you know, you're gonna be signing autographs at the bar.
Oh, you know it, man. I'll be out there.
Hey,
I really ain't into the crowd thing. I'd love to be famous and well known, but then it's like, I suck at it, so let somebody else do it.
I don't know, I think we scavenged that off one of the cars before.
Where the fuck am I gonna get more fuel line? Ah! It's in the cut.
No, I raced mini mods. I think I had my first one when I was 15 or 16. I started racing. My father's been racing since the 50s. You know, back in the old days.
Get the cars finished up and loaded up here for Friday night races at the track. So it's kind of a last minute scramble, so My trailer race monster is an unwelcome sight at the moment because it's in Herman's way.
My father's never been one to let me do what I want with a race car. Never let me go out and experiment. Well, when I do this, he has no say-so in it. This is my deal. And I'm making more of a name for myself in the local area doing this than I ever did winning races in mini modified. I missed the championship by 9 points one year. I think the only person that knew that was me and the wife and a couple of people that raced with us. But how many people know now that I plowed through some big old camper last trailer race? 3,500 people know this. And now 3,500 people are going to come back out the next trailer race and expect to see the same thing.
He was close to winning a championship at Lake Geneva for the mini mods, and 2 years ago. And then I don't know. I think Jeffrey tried too hard maybe and lost the championship. And Jeff's never been a champion other than what he's doing right here now. And of course they don't give out awards for what he's doing. And it's just a good time. He's having a good time with it. He has a lot of pressure on him to get the job done, and he's doing a good job of it. A year ago when they had the trailer races out at Lake Geneva, they didn't put all the steel on the front. They went out there with any old car and any trailer.
The first couple of trailer races, I mean, everything was disposable. Now you've got guys that are building stuff, reinforced front ends, protect the radiators, so they can keep their equipment from one race to the next. From my standpoint, that's a good thing because it helps maintain a pool of my resident crazies to help make sure we can produce these shows.
Oh, to get the air?
No. I want a scoop to collect. If I'm going to collect my debris, I want it to collect here
And not here.
and not underneath. I want to take this truck and gut it and make it as lightweight as possible because I'm going to add so much weight with the steel. I want to kind of, compensate for it. Probably wind up having about, the time I'm done, about 500 pounds, I'd say, of steel, extra steel I'm going to put on this truck just for reinforcement, bracing. As you see, we're using some thick steel here. It might be a little heavy, but it's going to save the truck. I mean, the whole idea of me building the ultimate truck is I'm going to get, 4 or 5 races out of it without having to build a new one because it just gets too damn time consuming. I want to make sure this truck survives. If it weren't for me and my buddies, these trailer races, they wouldn't be what they are today. They used to have them, but there were, 5, 6 trucks out there beating up, and it wasn't that cool. And since, we kind of took it over, we're bringing more people, more trucks, more involvement. It's just getting bigger and bigger, and that's what we want.
You gotta remember that this is all about showtime. Nobody gets paid for winning a race here. The best showman gets $100. The most creative vehicle gets $50, and we'll make those decisions, when we're racing here.
First prize is most creative trailer. The most creative design, what you can come up with to get a good laugh out of the crowd. You want people to enjoy the trailer race, get a good laugh. And the second prize is most destruction you can do. Who destroys the most equipment, most trailers, the best show you could put on?
I mean, that trailer pulls on the back of your car a lot. I mean, it ain't a lot of weight, but it changes the way it handles insanely. I mean, you start losing the back, it starts steering the trailer, the truck goes around. If another driver bumps into your trailer, you're out of control. I mean, you have a hard time bringing it back. So you're constantly driving the truck and trailer. I mean, it's not go and turn left. I mean, you're turning right, you're turning left, you're trying to avoid other stuff in the way. You got to understand that you can get hurt. So you just don't wide open into a wall or into somebody else's car. And you got to respect the danger that you're with. It's kind of ridiculous that we put ourselves in that position for the fun of it. I mean, it's kind of a sick thing that scares you.
The minute we hurt somebody, that's when there's no more trailer races. It stops being fun then. Right now it's fun and everybody loves it. And we have a good time doing it and people come out to see it. But the minute we hurt somebody, it's all over. That's when we stop doing trailer races.
I don't feel that a driver's going to get hurt. I feel somebody in the crowd's going to get hurt. I really don't want to say it because That's the end of our program right there.
The bitch is everything's a projectile here, but we gotta take the most susceptible to flying up in the stands and get those off. Because if we start killing the fans up in the grandstand, ain't nobody gonna come back and watch us anymore. It's hard enough to get people to the racetrack as it is.
Our other concern, of course, is the spectators. Turn 4 is where the spectators potentially get closest. That's the highest risk area from a spectator standpoint. That's a no contact area. You know, the guys that are doing this race need to understand that we're not pinning drivers to that wall, and you gotta let them go in that area.
There's some people that you really worry about them when they're out there, and there's some pretty unstable guys that get you wondering, like, do I really want to be with this guy out there? They've drug out some stuff out there you would not believe they want to drag out of the track. They didn't even look at it in the fact that if they hit it, they're going to get hurt. I mean, them are kind of the people you're worried about.
The other thing is, I don't want to die. Neither one of you guys want to either. This ain't no demo derby, no door hits, no nothing. I want to go to work Monday. I really don't want to, but we're going to.
Someone needs to organize this shit.
We're trying to. You see this? I spent fucking 6 hours one night coming up with rules, spent another 8 hours fucking refining that. We're trying to put some fucking organization in this to make it go off. We're trying like hell. If you got this input, then help me, dude.
This is a fucking mess.
Just some stupid shit I gotta go over because I'm told to. No drinking in the pits, you guys all know that, okay? Long sleeve shirts, jackets, shoes, something. You gotta be wearing it when you race. It's a house rule here, so
Be ready.
guys,
for
we're
it.
trying to set some fucking grounds to this. So we all think it's cool and it's fun. So somebody's gotta take charge and be the asshole, and I'm the asshole here, so, you know, I just gotta find a happy medium. So work with me, guys, all right? If you don't like it, take me out. I'm out there racing with you. That's what it's all about, man.
Thanks much. Let's cheer it up.
Trailer does not have to have wheels. Now he doesn't have a trailer. Crazies that do the trailer race, especially and including the 74 of Jeff, the Heffer Schultz.
I saw that camper sitting back there. I said, dude, no one's hitting that. That's mine. Last one, dude, I felt my right front tire's gone. I lost it in the corner over there. I said, I'm killing it right now. And boom, there she sits, man. Look at her. Boy, was it fun. Let me tell you, it was a good time.
The difference between having the novelty event that the fans really like a trailer race, and the average Saturday night, similar weather conditions, is about 25%. For any short track in the country, that's an important number because you cannot rely or survive on your hardcore race fan exclusively. You need to have the casual fan.
Our trailer races bring in the biggest crowd the track's had in a long time.
The parking lot's usually fairly full on a regular Saturday night anyway. But when we're out here, there is standing room only behind the grandstand. The people are trying to squeeze in to get up front.
The place is packed. The shitter's overfull. The facilities cannot handle the amount of people that want to see this. Jeff was telling me that some guy walked up there and bought 40 tickets right off the bat. $400. One shot. 2 weeks in advance for the trailer races. He would not sell any other Saturday night like that. If you brought Elvis out there, he wouldn't sell that many fucking tickets.
It goes down a little hard when I see the fans cheering more for a $50 truck towing a trailer that they couldn't get the garbage guy to haul off than they do for a guy that rolls out with $45,000 worth of late model stock car. It's a little tough as a purist.
We're bringing in upwards 3,000 people where their Saturday night race program isn't doing so hot.
200 people?
That's a lot more than that, but it's not doing so hot. I can tell you that right now.
Short track racers in general, even though they hate our guts, we've made life look a lot better for them in the future. I mean, it's definitely a compromise that they're not getting the attendance they need. By compromising with us and letting us race out there and do this is getting them to stay out there. It doesn't look good for racing.
I think it's one of the things that is going to be almost required of short tracks in the future. I think that the public has become more disconcerting about what they want to see. And sometimes you need to spice it up above and beyond what normal short track racing does.
We're out there doing it for fun and it's great, but I'd hate to see this as the mainstay for racing. And like, this is not racing. This is just out screwing off. I mean, where are we going to go when people can't afford to pay for the racetracks anymore? What are we going to have? Like, is this sport going to die? I mean, are people getting so sick of hearing it that the town's noise ordinances are going to take over and we're not going to have this anymore? We're going to be stuck playing soccer forever?
We've been planning on doing this one actually for 3 years, and it's kind of because of Heffer promotion where we thought we had someone that could actually give us a hand and would actually do it, that we went ahead and put it on the card and actually went after it, because they're a lot of work, particularly to get them going.
Hey, Brad. Hey, this brown Grand Marquis, you still want this thing? Well, Ron built the ramp for the monster truck to crush the motorhome, and this is kind of involved in the ramp. And I wasn't even around to tell him any different.
You know what, dude? I really think the chances of us doing anything out there next year is going to be pretty slim to none.
What was that?
Because everything's getting fucking trashed and smashed and stolen, and, you know, what the fuck?
Last week, I was on pace. This week, I'm not. I went out in that last race and just tore shit up. So this next one is supposed to be just as good, if not better. And now I got the fucking wife in the hospital. Now I got the wife in the hospital. I can't, you know, I'm not at work. You know, I shouldn't really be working on this because I got other shit in my life going on. Other stuff in my life going on. My wife could go into fucking labor tonight and I could not fucking make it, you know? Who knows? My dad could find out I'm doing this instead of being at work and I could be dead tomorrow, so.
I can't imagine having one kid and then triplets on the way with knee surgery, owning your own business. I know what it's like owning my own business, and I have no time for my dog, let alone a kid and 3 more.
Yeah, this might be the last time he gets to have this much fun. He's the guy that is probably most prone to adrenaline rushes. I think he needs them and he enjoys them and he just lets them happen.
What do you think of the beautiful blue beast? Dude, I wanted to paint it yellow. I'm like, everybody's gonna know me because it's yellow, you know? What the hell do I got if it ain't yellow? And
hey, so what's gonna be your fucking plan out there? I mean, is this your last hurrah or what?
What did you think the last one was? You think I'm gonna be able to top that one or what? I'm gonna give her. We're gonna roll the school bus over. We're gonna smash this damn thing. I got a whole year to build another one. And this motor ain't doing so hot. It's starting to spit and sputter, and I'm just gonna keep the hammer on it, man.
This would just mean a lot to me because there's a big crowd coming out here tonight. I got a lot of work, heart, and soul into this show. If I could win this show tonight, it'd mean everything to me, I'm telling you.
It's an off night. It's not a night that we normally go racing, so we'll find out if the crowd comes out to see the added event of the stock car show or if they come out to see them wreck stuff.
buddy of mine took me out like hard. I never got hit so damn hard in that truck in my life.
Man, this is great. I get to take out all the road rage I build up at work in a county truck when people don't move over for me. This is where I get to take it out on poor bastards that probably are the same people who piss me off during work.
The night's over. Everybody I talked to was satisfied. That was my concern.
That's how I get rid of the things that piss me off, and I don't like to yell at people, and I'm a pretty content person, so the times I get to let loose and be who I am is right here, and this is the way, if I could drive down the interstate like this, that's how I do it.